y'all, my name is Shweihninzy. Thank you for stopping by on my YouTube channel today. I film foundation reviews for acne prone skin, but if you don't have acne, that's totally okay. I have combination skin. I'm oily in the T-zone, dry excuse me, dry on the outside of my face, but as you can see, I have a lot of acne scarring and hyperpigmentation, so I like testing things out to see how well it can cover all of the imperfections on my face. Today I'm super excited to test out the Morphe Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation. This has created quite a big hype on YouTube recently, on social media. This is a $20 foundation, which is pretty pricey for Morphe, I think. It comes in this frosted glass bottle. It is very heavy. I got mine on the Ulta website, so I picked my shade based on the description that it had online. It says this is a medium to full coverage foundation. It's infused with hyaluronic acid. It's supposed to be a skin smoothing moisture booster. It's supposed to be long wearing, oil free, and have a natural finish. So I'm excited to see whether this can cover my scarring, my acne, and if it's going to be good for my oily skin. I've seen that this is a lot better for people who have normal to dry skin because it seems to be a little bit luminous. So I'm interested again to see how this works on my face. I'm going to be doing my eyeshadow off of camera. I'm actually filming a Valentine's Day look, so that'll be coming up after this video, and I hope to remember to link it in the cards or in the description if you want to see how to get my eyeshadow and that Valentine's Day look. So let's go ahead and do my eyeshadow off camera, and I'll be right back to put the foundation on. Ta-da! Here's my eyeshadow! So it actually ended up taking a little bit longer than I was expecting it to. I messed up on one eye and had to fix it. So on my eyes, I'm wearing the ABH Narvina palette, the volume 4, which is super pretty. So if you want to know how to get this eyeshadow look, check out the Valentine's Day tutorial. But today I am super excited again to be testing this foundation out. On one side, I like using a sponge. This is the ColourPop sponge. And on the other side of my face, I like using the Sigma F80. They actually have a promotion on Ulta and on the Morphe website where it comes with a free Filter Effect foundation brush. I'm not going to be using mine just in case I don't like the foundation, so I'm going to use my tried and true foundation brush. This is the gold edition, and I have this linked down below as always. I got mine in the shade Light 6. Again, I went based online, so hopefully this matches me okay. Alright, there's one pump. Alright, seems a little bit yellow, but I definitely see the luminous finish. Many of you have said that my lighting is too bright, but for some reason when I've been exporting, I'm going in with another pump, when I've been exporting, like, my settings and everything are completely changing, so I don't understand why it's doing that. Actually, this shade doesn't look too bad, but I always blend down my neck. So far it doesn't feel heavy or anything, but I seem to be using a lot of product. This does give a nice soft focus look to the skin, but I'm not noticing it covering the redness on my face at all. And surprisingly, actually it's settling into my lines and dryness a little bit on my forehead, which I'm surprised about, because this is supposed to be better for normal to dry skin, but it looks pretty good on my cheeks where I have a lot of texture, which I'm actually surprised about. Let's go in with the sponge on the other side. This is definitely a medium coverage. I'm not noticing full coverage at all. I'm going in with a half a pump for my forehead. All right, there it is. What do you think? So this is the brush side. This is the sponge side. It definitely looks more luminous on the sponge side since obviously you get your sponge damp, and it seems to have dried a little bit, but it still feels tacky on the face. It actually feels really, really light on my face. Just going in with half a pump on my chin. I really enjoy these Sigma precision brushes, which I have linked down below as well, and I like using these to blend foundation or concealer around my eyes right here because I can't really get in there with my foundation brush. Sorry, that's Leo. He's playing with a piece of paper. It's definitely settling into the lines. I mean, look at that. And there's not too much coverage around my nose, but so far it actually doesn't look too bad. I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup off camera. I'll be doing it in the Valentine's Day makeup look, so check out that video if you want to see how I get the rest of my makeup done. I finished putting the foundation on at 1:15, so it is now 2 o'clock. So I've had the foundation on for about 45 minutes already, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. It's actually settling into my forehead lines again. It's looking pretty drying, so I'm surprised that it's looking like that, but there are the eyes up close, the lip color up close. What do you think? Looking good. Hello, it's 2:57 right now, so here's what the foundation looks like outside. I'm filming on my phone because I'm kind of in a rush. My mom called me and she is not good right now, so I'm heading over to her place right now. Thankfully I live a lot closer to her now, so I'm running over there and we're going to be testing to see if this foundation is mask proof. So like I said, it's almost 3 o'clock right now, so I'll check in with you guys, and I hope my mom's okay. So we're heading over there to see. Hello, the time is now 7:20, and I ended up having a mask on for about 3 hours. So it is definitely not mask proof when it comes to your nose, that's for sure, but actually the rest of my face, like where the straps were, I had an N95 on, and that rests on your face on the outside, and I think it still looks pretty good. Let's see what it looks like. Wow, I am shocked. Oh, and here's the lip. I tried removing it, which is why it's missing in some places, and it wouldn't come off. So that is definitely foolproof. The liquid eyeliner, like the lash glue stuff, the Duo lash liner glue is weird, and it like ended up making my eye like do wonky things, so that is not good. I think I'm gonna have to return that, but I definitely don't think I gave this foundation a fair chance because I ended up having to wear a mask last minute. Which I mean I'm so happy my mom called me. She's doing a little bit better, but yeah, I have not seen her that bad before. So just hope she's doing better. But yeah, so this is how everything looks. So I'm going to do a 2-day wear test on this foundation actually, which I'm actually excited about. I haven't done that before. So if you guys really like the way that I do this foundation review, like a 2-day wear test, then let me know down below. I would love to know your opinions on that, because normally I just do a 1-day wear test for as long as I can, and then that's usually my opinion. So I'd like to do a 2-day wear test to see how this goes. This eye turned out so much better than this eye. Anyway, I was just looking in the mirror and I was like, oh girl, you look wonky. So yeah, I'm actually gonna take my makeup off and, you know, fix all of this, and we'll do a 2-day wear test. So I'll be back on day 2. Hello, so I am back. It has actually been 2 days later. My mom is doing a little bit better, so I'm really happy about that. Again, I wanted to test this foundation out to the best of its ability and give it a fair chance. I do have an oil change later today, but I'm gonna wear this foundation as long as I can, so I will be wearing a mask today as well, but I thought I would you know, this is a day-to-day thing. If you wear foundation, you're gonna have to wear a mask because of the state of the world right now, obviously. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to be using the Juno & Co. microfiber sponge with the foundation, and I'm also going to test it with a primer. So this is the Good Molecules silicone-free priming moisturizer. I'm going to be putting this on my face. I just have moisturizer, just regular moisturizer on right now. I've got this on here. I'm gonna focus it on my T-zone, but after I wore the foundation, I didn't notice any breakouts or anything, which is really good. So as far as I know, this foundation does not break me out again, which is really great. But I think I'm going to use the brush that it came with as well. This is supposed to be a foundation brush, but you can use this for, it said contouring and bronzing and all that kind of stuff, so I think I'll use this for that. So I'm going to quickly go through and put on my foundation. My memory card ran out of storage, so I don't know at what point it stopped recording, but the foundation feels like, oh, I do have, look at that little cat hairs everywhere. It does feel like it's not settling into my skin like it did before. I'm not sure if it's because of the priming moisturizer or if it's from the sponge, but I just feel like it's not setting and it still feels very wet on the skin. So I'm taking my Sigma F80 and I'm kind of just dabbing in so that it can settle in a little bit better, but you can still see my skin and like some of my acne scarring peeking through still, but it does give like a blurred filter effect to the skin, which I'm noticing. I'm also feeling like a tingling, I don't know, like a weird tingling, which I did not feel before. I've seen some other people's review, and sometimes with a primer, the foundation has been reacting. Like some girl said that she experienced like a super bad allergic reaction because of mixing the primer and the foundation. If I remember, I'll leave her video linked down below because she has completely different skin than me. She has more normal skin type. But after dabbing it in, it's feeling a little bit better, but it just looks really dry. I don't know if you can see on my nose. I'm not sure if that's from the sponge or the primer, but if you have any bit of dryness, I notice it's clinging to that and it's settling into the lines on my forehead. So I'm gonna try not to make any expressions or anything. I think I might have used too much of this concealer as well because it was definitely creasing bad. So I'm gonna try and put less under my eyes, or maybe it's the foundation. I don't know if it's causing it to crease really bad, but that's the Tarte Creaseless concealer, so I don't know why it would be creasing more, but again, I'm trying to use a lot less. I'm going to set my under eyes again with the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I'm just going to set my whole eye here. And then I like setting my T-zone with the Laura Mercier powder. And instead of setting the rest of my face with the Laura Mercier powder, I'm going to use my Maybelline Stay Matte Powder, which is what I would use on a normal basis. This one is in the color 120 Classic Ivory. So this will add more coverage, but this is the powder that I would use anyway. I'm just gonna go ahead and do my bronzer, blush, put some mascara on. I'm not doing anything too crazy. I'll go ahead and do that and I'll be right back. So I finished the foundation at 11:25, which is great. I've been up since 6 a.m. this morning. I had the chiropractor this morning and trying to get some work done. So it's 11:25 right now when I'm done with the foundation, so I'll be right back with the rest of my makeup. I did mention I would use this brush for bronzer, so I'm going in with the Makeup Geek Flawlessly Ever After Fair Lady Face Palette. I'm going to go in with this shade here, because the shape of this brush is like an angle and it fits like perfectly in that bone right there. But I did, like, I got a little bit of like brow product on my forehead, so I wiped and the foundation completely came off. So I don't know if it's the primer or it's the foundation, but like it's not staying on as well. Let's see. And then I'll just go in with this blush down here. And then I'll be going in with my ColourPop highlight. Setting the face with the Catrice HD setting spray. On my eyelashes, I have the waterproof Mega Volume Air Volume mascara by L'Oreal. I really like the waterproof version of this one because I keep trying the Sky High mascara from Maybelline, and I wish I had this in the waterproof, but I have not been able to find it. This mascara is really good, but the waterproof, if you have stick straight lashes, is just so much better. So either one is really great. I like both of them if you have similar eyelashes to me. So 11:25 is when I finished the foundation. I'll just check in with you guys throughout the day, but here is what everything is looking like. It just looks very natural, and like on my forehead and stuff, it just looks, I don't know, it looks really, really good. I'm not gonna put anything on my lips. I think I'm just gonna put like a tinted balm. Oh, Sigma sent one to me. They sent over this lip collection, the lip care collection. Oops. And all of these things are out right now. So it comes with a hydrating lip gloss, a moisturizing lip balm, and then the last thing is this conditioning lip mask. I'll leave everything linked down below. So let's try this moisturizing lip balm because I think it's tinted. Yeah, it's like a really light pink. I don't know if it'll give any color at all. Oh yeah, it does. I love this kind of stuff. I use tinted lip balms all the time. That feels really nice on the lips. So there's that. That's everything that I got on my face. I feel like I've got cat hairs everywhere. Oh, if you have a pet, you know the feeling. All right, so I'll be back in a bit. Hello, the time is now 3:32 and I'm heading to get my oil changed, but hopefully, let me see if you can, I'm trying to watch the road here, can see, but like the foundation looks so good. I'm not even joking. My under eyes are looking a little crepey in my opinion, a little creasy. I'm not sure if it's the concealer or if it's the foundation because I put it like so close to my eyes or whatever, but if you can tell, I'm trying to look at the road here, but otherwise everything just looks really good. Like it's mixing with my oil pretty decently. I'm not getting any settling into my forehead lines or anything because of my oil and stuff, but surprise so far. But it's definitely not transfer proof. I've rubbed up against here, I don't know if you can see the foundation on my sweater, but it definitely is not transfer proof, even though I set it with a lot more powder than I did the first day wearing it. But that's kind of what we're looking at right now. So I'm going to be wearing a mask at 4 o'clock for my oil change and stuff. So we'll see how it looks after my oil change. Alright, so I'm back from the oil change. And you guys, this foundation is not transfer proof. Outside it honestly did not look good at all, but can you see all the foundation has gone on my nose and I have chunks of the foundation missing on the sides of my face, like even just from, what is going on, even just from the sides of my sweater, like I have chunks of foundation missing. This is definitely not transfer proof at all. So I wanted to give you guys my final thoughts on this. I think this foundation, for me specifically, is a really good mixing foundation. I'm going to keep it because I really do like the natural finish that it gives my face. But I think I would mix this with some of my matter foundations that are like too matte and too drying. I think this will be really, really good with like my hard candy foundation that I really, really like, but sometimes in the winter time that can just be way too like, you know, and that one's really good. It's transfer proof. I really, really like that one. Or like my Maybelline Stay, what's it called? My Maybelline SuperStay foundation, or any of those like super matte foundations. That's Arlo playing with a little crinkle toy. Actually the lighting like this looks pretty decent. I don't have any of my lights turned on. This is literally just the window in front of me that's open, and it's pretty late in the day. It's, what time is it right now? It's 5:05, so I had a mask on for only an hour this time, but I don't think this mask is good for wearing, or I don't think this foundation is good with wearing a mask. Thank you all so much for being patient and allowing me to test this for 2 days, but again, I think this foundation is super comfortable. It's just not good for people with any oil, any imperfections or anything like that, because it doesn't have much coverage to it, and it definitely is not transfer proof. It does look good. Like, I'm not too oily right now because of the winter time, and it mixed really nicely with my oils on my face, but I have watched some other reviews of people who have really oily skin, and it just does not look good on their skin, in my opinion. Like, it's just too oily. Like, it ends up separating, and I have issues with that with some other foundations, especially like in the summertime. So those are my final thoughts right now after testing this for 2 days. But thank you guys again for watching, and have an amazing day. Bye!